The defining moment in life is when we realize that everything around us has a definition, even God. We want to understand and be able to control what we can't yet categorize or validate scientifically. But sometimes the most interesting questions come from those things which cannot, strictly speaking, have any answer because there is no way for us as human beings with our limited understanding of reality ever truly will comprehend them anyway. For instance, our intellect wants definitions even for an abstract phenomenon such as the air we breathe, sense we smell, music we hear, God we worship, and the love we feel. In these relativities, are we realizing the fullest scope of an abstract phenomenon such as love? Even in modern science, the answer is no. In other words, human intellect is limited. Let's persist on this and explore love a little further. How it feels to be loved. First of all, love is emotional. The powerful feeling of love is first experienced as an emotion, and then it can lead to a range of complex emotions. These include the desire for close relationships, joy at their company, or happiness when they do something we like. Sadness if someone dies because that person was important in our lives, even though we might not have known him or her well enough. Our loved ones make us happy by just being there. Secondly, it is intellectual, because there always appears some kind of relativity, such as cause and effect in love. The quest for the definition of love has been ongoing since antiquity. Although there are no observable elements found at micro levels, we still try to break it down into smaller pieces and examine each one separately to see which ones might apply to a certain context, such as filial love, erotic love, or agape, among others. Even though these theories may come up short when looking more deeply into what constitutes an experience of love, they do help us understand how different people feel about certain relationships better than others, so that our understanding increases along the intellectual dimensions. Finally, love is spiritual, because no matter how deep we research, there always remains an active current that gently persists in drawing us towards itself, from limited intelligence to the depths of wisdom where love is. Brothers and sisters, no matter how our intellect wants to search, there is no material origin to love. The origin is the source itself. That is the divine spirit within us. It is also known as divine consciousness, wisdom of God, or God Himself who abides within us. This is the quintessential spiritual mystery. Jesus makes this a commandment for us, saying, love God, love our neighbor, and love ourselves. We can read about this on Matthew 22:37. Commandment in the Bible also means it is for all of us. All of us have the grace to abide by this commandment. So realizing God's love, including seeing ourselves with His eyes, is a calling for each one of us. In spiritual reality, we need to begin this by seeking the love of God within us until we witness ourselves as the beloved of God. This is self-realization. When we realize ourselves loving God and our neighbor as God loves them, naturally evolve and unfold from within us. From then on, it is not our love, but God's love directly manifests from within us, no matter what created being we come into contact. We love all creations as God loves them. This state of existence is God's kingdom on earth. This is the essence of spirituality. I invite you to start this journey by setting aside some time to sit and observe yourself as how God created us. Let's start seeing ourselves with our own eyes and begin the process of thanking God for what we are, how we are, and who we are. Let's thank for His graces. Let's thank for His blessings. Let us thank for anything and everything we can think of. And feel the joy of gratefulness every time we acknowledge and thank God.